Hi everyone, I'm Stephen and welcome to Audio Nautica. I recently moved house and I found in the cupboard this Yamaha CDC-635 compact disc player changer. And I also found with it this Yamaha RX460 receiver amplifier. Now, I received a few comments from you. Thanks so much for those. I really enjoy your comments. And some of you mentioned that this was a package that in the early 1990s, about 93, was really popular. And I mentioned that I used to walk around hi-fi shops kind of like drooling over this sort of stuff and never being able to afford it. So anyway, I made a video about the RX460, please don't miss that. And now we're going to dive into this Yamaha CD changer and see if we can get some life out of this thing as well. And step one is going to be to get rid of this horrible mildew that's all over it. All right, well that looks a lot better without mildew all over it. So let's take the lid off now and see what we can see inside. Gosh, I can't see very much at all because there's a thumping great big CD tray in the way. I guess that's not too surprising. Yeah, this play exchange thing, it means that it'll keep playing. You can change the other discs, but it'll keep playing one CD as you put new ones in. So that's what that's all about. Okay, well, I had a very quick look inside. It's actually very clean. That's because there's no dust entry points, essentially, apart from through the drawer. There's no cooling holes or anything. So the circuit board is very clean. Can't see any evidence of any capacitors oozing their guts everywhere. So that looks encouraging so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power this thing up now and see what happens. Wow, something happened. It sounds a bit squeaky mechanically. That's not too surprising, I guess. I guess it's looking for a disc. And it won't be able to find one because there isn't one in there. Okay, that's fine. Well, that looked good. So there should be, where's the eject button? There it is. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Nah, it can't open the... okay. It cannot open the tray. Well, that doesn't matter. What we'll do for now, we can do that. Now, I wonder if I can tell it to do the next disc. Ooh. Okay, it's recognized the disc. That's encouraging. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Stop that. Okay, I want this button. Play. It's playing. Okay, now I haven't hooked up the noise wires, so why don't I do that? Stop. noise wires.
Hello and welcome to the 24th Golden Stars Awards, where the Radio Marketing
Wow.
Hero acknowledges Australia's best radio commercials debuting on radio in 1992. The presentation of these awards was made in
My very dodgy no copyright problems CD, because of course you get pinged on YouTube if you play anything copyrighted, so I can't use any normal CDs, but it plays. Okay, well, that's pretty awesome. Given I've done absolutely nothing to this, so we know that it can't eject the tray. Yeah, I hear a motor whirring, but nothing is happening. That's not too surprising. So I do have the service manual for this thing. I just wanted to actually see where it was at before I dove into, you know, obviously to access anything really, you've got to pull this whole tray assembly off. And it's all in the service manual as to how to do that, so that's good. But I just wanted to see where it was at. There's no point doing a huge amount of effort if it's not even going to play or be dead totally. So it plays, it rotates discs, it can't eject the tray. That's where we're at. I think that's a pretty good start. Okay, awesome. Okay guys, so we've made a little bit of progress here, as you'll be able to see in a second. And it's made a big fat liar out of me. Yeah, so the drawer is just a little bit stuck. So I cycled it a few times and it was working fine, except for, of course, the muddy one on camera. So I think it probably just needs a little bit of cycling just to free everything up, just get the lube flowing again. This has been sitting in that cupboard for who knows how long. And it's just a bit of stickiness. The lube itself looks pretty good. This thing is super clean inside because there's not really any way for dust to get into it. It's pretty well sealed up. So, yeah, see, it works that time without any help. So you look at the circuit board, the PCB, that just looks, that's gorgeously clean. I really quite like this thing actually. So yeah, if I just cycle a little bit more, should hopefully free it up. If I have to do some re-lubing, I can do that as well. So yeah, that's what I call progress. Okay guys, so I have decided that there's really only one way to properly get this drawer opening and closing, and that's to put one of these guys in the replacement belt. So I got a, that's the old one there. So I got a brand spanking new drive belt from Amazon. That took about a week or so to get here. So yeah, Google is your friend working out what the correct part number was for this. I was able to work that out with Google, and so here it is. That's that one there. And just while I've got this out, you can see that there's this little switch here is what it uses to detect when the drawer is all the way open. There's this little plastic peg thing here, and it goes in here and it locks in there. So when the drawer comes out, I think you're getting it. The drawer comes out this way, the peg will engage on that switch. So that's how it knows to stop, which I guess is a really good point. I should probably put it in, because otherwise, there we go there. And there's one over this side as well, which just helps to retain the drawer. So we put that in there. Okay. So that seems pretty good.
Hello and welcome to the 24th Golden Stars Awards, where the Radio Marketing Bureau acknowledges Australia's best radio commercials debuting on radio in...
I was just looking to see how this play exchange thing works. That's kind of pretty cool, isn't it? So it leaves the disc clamped in there, and then you can put... Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can put more discs in. Put that back in there. Clever. If I do the normal open, okay, dumps the disc. Oh, it wasn't playing. Cool.
The bank's insurance finance. The next cap.
Just making sure it was sort of tracking through the tracks happily enough, and it seems to be. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay guys, we have got this Yamaha CDC-635 all buttoned up, and I have actually got it installed now into my system, because on this system I do not actually have a CD player at the moment. I've got my Sony CDP-101, the first CD player in the world. That's on my other system. My plan ultimately is to get a high-end CD player for this system, but right at the moment I don't have one. So this Yami will serve my needs for the moment until something else comes along, and then I'll probably move this Yami along. But for 1993, I think this is a really nice machine. One of the reasons why it will be moved along ultimately is because it does not have a digital out. It has line out only, that's it. It does have a phone output as well, but phones is not something I'm really that interested in. So yeah, no digital out kind of makes it a little bit limited in terms of getting it onto a modern DAC. You can't, obviously. So anyway, that's fine. It's working quite nicely now. So I have it hooked up to my spectacular Sansui AU-X11 integrated amplifier. And I think I've hopefully solved my problem with being able to play something for you, because a friend of mine manages a jazz band called the Jazz Kings, and she has kindly given me permission to play their music on YouTube. So I don't have to worry about being pinged by YouTube for playing this, I hope. So let's give it a go and see this thing working.
Used to be so easy to get my heart away, but I found out the hard way. There's a price you have to pay. I found out the love.
So yeah, that sounds pretty darn good actually. I'm looking forward to doing some decent listening tests with this thing. So thank you so much to the Jazz Kings for making their music available for me to use on this video. And thank you so much for coming along with me on this video as we got this CDC-635, which I found in a cupboard in my new house, cleaned up, working properly and integrated into my hi-fi system, which is where every bit of hi-fi gear should be, isn't it? So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, it means so much to me. You can support me over at Patreon. If you've enjoyed my videos, you can give me a thumbs up. And I really love to read your comments, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.
And I found out that love